Hi, this is Dr. Beverly Coleman, inviting you to watch my new talk show, 10 Minutes with Dr. Bev, on Saturday mornings at 9:45 a.m. We will be discussing teen pregnancy, nutrition, mental health, and education, to just name a few. We hope to see you on Saturday mornings at 9:45 a.m. on the Sisterhood Project's Facebook page. Hope to see you then. Hi, this is 10 Minutes with Dr. Bev. I'm here today with Miss B. Hey, Miss B.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Miss B is one of my favorite people. She encourages me. And today we're just going to talk a little bit about who Miss B is.
Yes, me. Well, Miss B is a little old black girl from Chicago, Illinois. That's all. No, I am a native of Chicago, Illinois. Been here in Atlanta for 6 years now. It seems like it's been longer. But yes, 6 years. And in my 6 years of being here, a former recording artist out of Chicago, I kind of transitioned from the music arena. I retired from that 2013 and transitioned into the world of beauty.
All right.
Okay, so now I am a master licensed cosmetologist. I am also a master instructor in cosmetology. And so, and that has transcended into other realms where it's, I don't know, it's just awesome.
Well, my organization, we focus on teen moms and teen who pregnant and young moms.
Yes.
But you had a different situation of how you became a mom.
I did.
Share a little bit about that.
Okay. So my story was, it was bittersweet, I will say. Okay. So I was married. And in my marriage, we conceived a son. However, and I carried him in the whole 9 yards, felt the heartbeat, felt the movement, heard the heartbeats and all that stuff. However, what I did not know was something that my mom dealt with. Okay. So in that communication or the lack thereof, I didn't know that my mother was Rh negative, which means I was Rh negative. And so when I went to the doctor, my particular OBGYN, he never told me through my lab works, you are AB negative, which when you're pregnant is Rh negative, and that it required a RhoGAM shot to prevent. And what that does is it tells your body that your baby is okay. Okay, because if not, the immune system is going to force the baby off. It's going to treat it like a cold or a flu. It's going to push it out. Okay, like our bodies are meant to do. They get rid of toxins and unfamiliar things. However, in my case, I carried him, and then it was one evening, my husband and I, we were watching a movie. It was late night, and I felt a sharp pain in my lower abdomen. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what this is, but okay. And I knew we were due, not long from there, but I didn't know what that was. It subsided, and I ended up going to sleep until about an hour or so later. That pain jolted me from head to toe. And I jumped up to the point I couldn't even walk. And so he rushed me to the hospital, and they put me on the bed. And see, at that point, they checked my vitals, and they couldn't give me any medication because my blood pressure was barely there.
Wow.
My pulse was barely there.
Wow.
And so they said, had they given me anything, I would have been gone just like this.
Wow.
Okay. So at that point, I'm on the bed, and they're prepping or whatever the case, and I lose my pulse. My then husband, he had to bring me back. So now I'm back. And so we're going, and I tell the nurses and doctors, I said, I feel him coming. And they had to do what they had to do, put me in the stirrups and whatever the case. As I'm pushing, I'm gone again.
Oh, wow.
It was literally by a strand of hair. And so at that point, of course, they're bringing me back to, so I can deliver. When I came back, he was here. And after I saw he was here, I go again. Okay, so this is the third time, right? When I wake back up, this the third time, they were putting a lid labeled pathology on my son. So I'm like, what is happening? What's going on? And come to find out, he had passed away. What happened was, because the doctors administered the RhoGAM after the infection or whatever had already set in to the membrane around him. So when we were hearing those heartbeats and we were hearing all those things, it was happening. Yeah, he was there, he was living, but the virus or whatever was already doing his job. So I had to leave the hospital that year without my son. And unfortunately, my doctor then said, you're going to have to go through the process as that of a delivering mom. However, you just gonna have to do it without your son. So that was my story. I've not tried again after that. Who's to say what's in the cards? My mom, she delivered and had 2 children early, later on in life. So I know we're able to do it.
Right.
It's just that was the most traumatic thing I had ever lived through in my entire life. And so with that, I asked, of course, we're going to ask God why. We're going to be upset. We're going to go through those emotions, right? So, I said, my son, in retrospect, gave his life so that I could live. And so because of that, that's the reason why I work as hard as I do. I work as hard as I do because I need to work as if I'm still having to take care of him. I work because you did not leave here for your mother to stay here, just for me to sit here and not do anything with this thing that we call life.
What could you share with another young lady who's been through the same experience that you have been through, but have not been able to really just pick themselves up and continue to live?
Yeah. What I will say to her is, number one, your life is not your own. A lot of things we may not have the answer to. We can question all day long, but we know just as well as the next person that the word says that he will not put too much on you than you can bear. So apparently something in you have the ability to withstand through this trial and this test. We don't know the reason, but I later found out the reason, because in that moment I wasn't trying to hear nobody's reason. I wanted my son. Okay. However, after that, when I progressed on and everybody doesn't move out of those situations the same way. Not to say that I'm over it, because there's not a day that go by that I don't remember my son. Okay. He was born on April 24th. And that year it was Easter morning. Okay. So because of that, I still live that. However, through that, I refuse to be a victim, and I teach them and show them how not to. You don't have to be your situation. Take this and help the next one. Take this and build from that. Take this and know that even he's gone, but yet you are here. There's a reason. Okay, this life is not by happenstance. There is no such thing as a coincidence. Everything happens in season, on time, on purpose, in purpose for everybody. So understand that you may not have the answer, but know that there's a reason, and understand that you have a why. Let that why be your push. Let that why be your motivator. Let that why be the reason why you step out and you continue to not just be a victim, but be a big victor in every situation, every circumstance. If you can make it out of that, then honey, there is nothing that you can make it out of, that you can't make it out of. I defied death 3 times. By the grace of God. And if I'm on this side of death, then that means that there's a purpose for me, and I need to go ahead and continue to fulfill it, so that my actual time, when that day comes and I'm finished, my story is over, there's something that's still here that is touching the lives of everybody that I came into contact with.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Ms. B, for sharing that with me.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like for you to share with the listeners, where can they reach out to you if they would like to, or just look at your services and what you offer.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me on Facebook at You can find me on Facebook at Beauty by Miss B Salon Studios. You can also find me on Instagram at Beauty by Miss B _ATL. Ms. is spelled MZ, okay? BEE _ATL. I can be reached at area code 708-762-6447. Just do the search, Miss B. Just type it in, Miss B, and it's there. I promise you. I also have Let's Be Real. It's a platform for women. It's real women with real skills, having real talk, just real conversation, real dialogue. Because one thing about us that I know and you know is that we go through the same struggles, no matter what the age, no matter what the demographic, no matter what the geographical location. We go through the same stuff. So if you have a conversation with me and I have a conversation with you, you can help me and I can help you.
Absolutely.
So it's just a platform for us to come together as women, because we are the bomb. Let me tell you something about a woman. We are the bomb, okay? If you don't see yourself as being that bomb, girl, listen.
Right.
Okay? We wear many hats. and we soar in all of our roles. Okay,
Absolutely.
we got that ability. So come together and rebuild each other. Let's restore one another as women, And so I have that platform, Miss B's Tea Party on Sunday, where we talk about good gossip, good entertainment news and stuff. You know, be messy. You know what I'm saying? And then we have just my midday makeover with Beauty by Miss B. Also getting down to business with Miss B, where I coach in business topics, tips, and give them tools on how to be fail-proof, foolproof in your business.
Okay. And if our listeners are blessed enough to sit in your chair, this energy that you see Miss B have, this is energy that she has while she does your hair.
Yes.
But guess what? She gives you her full attention.
Yes.
She really does. Well, thank you so much, Miss
Thank
B. I love you.
I love you more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see you next time with 10 Minutes with Dr. Bev.
Bye.